Have you got my horsefly bite in? Yeah? Horsefly bite, full detail HD horsefly bite, yeah? Third nipple, my nubbin. What's up guys, and welcome to day 3 of the high frequency, high intensity training. This is a breakdown of my 5-day schedule. So if you haven't seen videos 1 and 2, make sure to check those out because they cover the cardio that I tend to do before my training, which is the bag work and boxing, but we're not doing that today. Today is a rest from the bag work. What that means is we can add in some more body parts as a result. So today we're going to be doing some back, some shoulders, some abs and calves.
I'll be there when the sun goes down. I'll be there when it comes back.
Everything is 5 sets. We're aiming for kind of that 8 to 12 rep range throughout most of the things, but when you do the compound movements, heavy ones, we can aim lower, that 4 to 8, or even that kind of 6 to 10, depending on where you want to be. Remember, everything gets trained twice a week during the system. So this is the second time that we're training back this week, but the first time we're training shoulders. So this is day 3 of 5. We do 2 exercises per body part on each day. We do a compound and an isolation. So the deadlift is going to be our back compound one today. We're going to follow that up with an isolation. Our shoulder movement is going to be the compound military press. And we're going to be supersetting from deadlift to the military press. That means I'm going to do a lighter load but keep that work rate up. If you want to go heavier and take longer rest points, that's absolutely fine. So if you're doing a periodized kind of compound press motion or deadlift routine, that's absolutely fine. You can slot that in here. But I'm going to be going a little bit lighter and supersetting compound for compound. 5 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Let's hit it.
Sometimes I get weary, at times I get mad.
Everything that we do during these workouts is about focus and form, and the deadlift is one that a lot of people put a lot of energy in. You can see them fighting, but there's a few steps that most people miss out. We're going to cover those right now. So there are 5 points you need to know before even pulling this bar off the floor. Number 1, you need to step into the bar, keeping the shins as close as possible without it actually touching. Number 2, you're going to reach down and grab the bar with a natural drop in the hips. Don't try and sit your hips and ass down deeper than they want to naturally go. Number 3, you want to roll your elbows in and combine it with number 4, pulling the slack out of the bar. What we're doing by pulling the slack out of the bar is getting that weight primed to lift off the floor. If we don't pull the slack out before we drive, we're going to drive up, the bar is going to bend as the body moves, the weights aren't going to lift as the body lifts, and then we end up with that double hinged motion. So by taking the slack out, the moment the body starts to move up, so should the weights. And number 5 is the breathe and drive. We're going to take a big deep breath into our gut, as if someone's going to punch you in the stomach. So a big breath in there, that's going to expand the diaphragm and help neutralize that spine and stop you curving or overarching. From there, we're going to drive through the hips and the heels. You really want to fire those hips through nice and early. Keeping that braced core all the way to the top, squeeze the glutes to the top and don't overarch. So 1 set of deadlifts down and then move straight onto the military press, but you can do, if you want to, full sets of deadlifts, complete that exercise, then move on to this military press if you want to. Grab at shoulder width apart. We're going to look to squeeze our glutes and keep our core tight through all of this. So we're going to do it standing and take benefit of the fact that we are standing, make the rest of the body work and stabilize. We're going to get underneath the bar to take it off safely. So get nice underneath the bar and lift off with your legs. From there, we're going to make our wrists strong. So we're going to pull our rib cage down, squeeze our glutes, soft knees. From here, I'm going to clear my head out the way, press straight up. As it clears my head, I'm going to bring it back underneath and then extend up with the bar now above my head. And not letting that rib cage pop either. So core engaged, ribs down, shoulders retracted but not contracted, and a press up to the top, nice and balanced. From here, I start to bring it down, lowering my elbows in front of the face, clear my head out the way, back to the top of the chest, and then repeat. Boom.
I'm invisible, I'm a disgrace. My teacher said I'm lost without a trace. Formed in that pain, got an awkward shape. Trying to squeeze a square in a circle and I'm so out of place. But I'm at a place in my life, self-preservation. Locked and loaded, I squeeze, no hesitation. Walk a mile in my shoes, you'll see why I'm confused. One life to live, I'm already on number 2. I'ma need a few, living in this concrete too. Mama held it together, but I came unglued.
So moving on to the second back exercise, and this is going to be a unilateral movement. That means we're going to use each arm individually, and this is great for fixing imbalances or leading sides. So this is going to be a single arm unilateral lat pull using horseshoe grip. on the lat pull down machine. So since we're going to be pulling from a central point on a single side, we're going to need to sit slightly off center on the machine. So I'm going to work in the left side to show you this. So I'm going to sit slightly over to the right, get that left side more central. And what we're going to look to do on this is we're going to look to pull down and rotate to an underhand grip at the bottom. We're going to try and keep the scapula engaged, so we're not letting that shoulder pop up and down, but also what we're not doing is restricting it by pinning it back hard. So reach up, grab the handle, engage the shoulder, the stack should lift. What I'm going to look to do is keep my shoulders level. I'm going to balance myself with the opposing hand that's not working. From here, I'm going to keep my chest up, but rib cage down, and I'm looking to stretch all the lat muscle here. So what I want to do is keep the load on the muscle, not let the shoulder pop, and then, because if I do that, the load goes onto the shoulder. So shoulder retracted, load onto the back, full stretch. I'm going to pull through. As I pull, I rotate round and down, squeeze, and I'm looking to really bite at the back here and keep that nice and tight, shoulders back, chest up, but rib cage down. Then as I extend, what I don't do is let the shoulders go. I extend up from the elbow, keeping the shoulders in place, rotate the hand back round and come to an overhand grip at the top. Full extension of the elbow, letting that stretch come down onto the back and keep the load here before repeating. And it's this nice, smooth, strict, no swing, and I'm really focusing on squeezing that back and making that shoulder stabilize. Switch, repeat with the same side, then we superset with shoulders. And this superset, like the back one, is another isolation movement. We've done our military press, that was our compound. Now we're going to be doing a functional lateral raise, which I like to do, and this is a 3-point lateral raise. So we're going to do this standing again to make our core work. So we want soft knees, rib cage down, core engaged, glutes slightly engaged to stop those hips rocking. From there, we're going to set our scapula back, chest up. From here, we're going to come crucifix raise, which means we're going to hold the handle like this, not like this. We're going to come slightly from behind, up, squeeze, down, then up to a normal raise with a bent elbow, little turn over, back down, and then come up through the center, hammer, bam, and that's your 3-point raise. Crucifix, standard, hammer. 5 rotations. 3 on each makes 15 reps.
I was born in that hardship, shaped in that misery. Send a prayer for your boy, but don't cry for me. The struggle, the pain, the winter, the rain. Doctor, don't numb me. I'm trying to feel everything.
I'll be there when the sun goes down. I'll be there when it comes back. I know it's hard to believe, but we're all that we have. Sometimes I get weary, and times I get mad. I wanna feel everything when I risk it.
What you know about the feeling?
So that's it, we've done our back and shoulders. That is the second time we trained back this week, so back is now done and we've got shoulders on day 5 to finish those off. But this session is getting finished with some abs and some calves. So there's going to be 2 exercises on each of these again. First one is going to be one you might not have seen, and that is the briefcase walk. You'll need 1 single plate, either a 10 to a 20 or a 25 once you get good at it. The purpose of this exercise is to, again, we're going to work that unilateral kind of training strategy. It's going to help you with that mechanical movement of the body as well. So I've got this stretch of here in the gym where I'm going to walk down. I'm going to walk to the end with the weights in one side, get to the end, switch and walk back. Whichever hand I grab in, it's the opposite side that's working. So right hand, I'm going to be working the left side. If I let the weight hang, you can see how the body's lopsided. I'm now going to pull my shoulders level by contracting here. So what I'm not doing is lifting with the shoulder, I'm lifting here. So now all this abs and core, obliques, this is all working to keep these shoulders level. I'm now going to walk all the way down to the bottom, keeping my shoulders level to keep your glutes engaged. So each side we're looking to go heel, glutes and drive. So start with the left side. I lift the weight up, ribs down, pull here, level the shoulders. Start with my right leg, I'm going to go heel, glute, drive, heel, glute, drive. And I keep myself walking nice and slow, and I'm avoiding leaning over to the side. Trying to stay upright, heel, glute, abs tight, working here. This is not a race, don't let those ribs pop, glutes engaged, head neutral, not pigeon necking. This shoulder's actually relaxed, even though I'm gripping quite a lot of weight, and I'm really burning all here, hip flexors and glutes. Get towards the bottom, and that's my stop point. I stop, switch, lift, level, retract. So now onto calves, and we're going to do the seated calf press. There's a couple of things here that we can go through to help improve the contraction and the gains you're going to get from this. Number 1 is don't overload it. This is quite a light exercise. What you want to look to do is really pin your knees underneath. Once your knees are underneath, you almost want it to be raising a little bit, so it's easy to get on and off what I'm going to look to do is keep my knees in line with my toes. A lot of people end up with like their feet out of alignment with their knees and they end up getting hip problems on these machines. So we're going to keep the weight here, right in the center of the foot. We're going to keep our feet parallel for these ones, but the other variations you can do is to turn your heels out or turn your heels in. Just once again, make sure to allow your knees to go in the same direction that your toes are pointing. I'm going to get a full negative stretch all the way down, really stretching all the lower part of the leg here. Then we're going to drive up, keeping our toes gripped, squeeze at the top, and then get that contraction all the way back down, no bounce, stop, stretch, boom. And that's how you do a proper calf raise.
The roar, the crowd, the flashing lights, the beautiful women, which leads to beautiful nights. The feeling when your worst days in your rear view, your ladies in the whip and your side piece too. The feeling when the money never seemed to run out, lost a G on the craps, you seem to lost count. Cause the feeling got you feeling like the world at your palm. The hate is all around, but your squad is strong. You don't know nothing about the feeling. You ain't seen the penthouse and you never willing.
So now to the final movements. We're going to be doing hanging leg raises with some walking calf raises. So we're looking at that functionality again. So the hanging leg raise, there's a couple of things here to help this become a little bit more fluid for you and a little bit more mind to muscle connection. There's a couple of tricks I'm going to show you. First part is how to start right. When you go to reach up and hang, the moment you let go, your rib cage is going to pop. So we need to adjust that. So we're going to pull our rib cage down. Immediately you'll feel your hips come forward. That's good. As they come forward, just engage your glutes a little bit. Now we're really nice and flat and we can drive our heels towards the floor, extending the torso. From here, what we're going to look to do is to bring our feet out and up in an arc motion. And we're going to allow our pelvis to roll forward a little bit to help contract those lower abs. Then on the negative, what we're going to fight is our lower back arching and our ass kicking back. So on the negative, what we need to do is engage our glutes and then again bring the feet out and down and round. So hanging leg raise is done. We superset in with the walking calf raises. So I'm going to get a kettlebell either side, same, you can do it with dumbbells. What we're going to do, we're going to look to get at least 12 reps each side, so that's 24 steps in total. So we're going to step forward. As we come through, we're going to raise up, drive, So through that, we're looking for soft feet, we're looking for that drive up onto those toes, keeping the weight balanced throughout the foot. Rib cage down, not pigeon necking, not letting the weights flop from side to side, keeping your chest up, scapula engaged, nice and strict and controlled through all that upper body. Really nice, really functional, make it work, keep it slow, just like with the briefcase carry.
I'll be there when the sun goes down. I'll be there when it comes back. I know it's hard to believe, but we're all that we have. Sometimes I get weary, at times I get mad. I wanna feel everything, whether it's good or everything.
So there you go, that's the end of day 3. So that's our rest from boxing, but a maximise on body parts during the day. We added those accessories in there of calves and abs. Now you're going to need to do this again during the week at some point, but your accessories can be fitted in whenever you see best. So when you find a day where you feel like you've got more energy and you want to add that accessory on the end, that's when you do it. Or you can add a 6th day, like a wild card day, where you add in all your accessories on that other day. But that does then give you a 6-day rotation rather than 5. But that wild card 6th day is going to be a lot less kind of intense and abusive to the body than the previous 5 days. So if you want to do that, that's fine, or you can tag them in as and when you see fit. You can also start with maybe just 2 or 3 days of the bag work and more accessories if you want to. What I want to get across is this is all fluid. You can interchange, you can tweak things, you don't have to follow this rigidly. As long as you get the base structure, as long as you get the intensity, as long as you get the consistency, you will see progression and you will see change. You train everything twice a week. Everything is done. 5 sets, 8 to 12 reps, 6 to 10 on those compounds where it's heavy, 2 exercises per session, 2 sessions per week per body part. Guarantee you're going to love it, you're going to grow, you're going to feel better, and you're going to have a reduced risk of injuries. Hope you've enjoyed it. Day 3 done, 2 more to come. Make sure to check out the other 2 if you haven't. I'm Lex, catch you in the next one. Boom, baby.